Hello everyone, welcome back to Classic Automotive Services. Right, this week we have been pressing on with the cars here. The car that we mentioned for people to guess, that's also here, so we'll go on to that in a few minutes. Right, we started off at the beginning of the week getting on with the bodywork on the Platinum 8. So I think we left off last week. The scuttle, I'd repaired that, and that was ready for prepping and painting, which left the front panel to repair and the rear lighting panel to do the holes in. So clean up the front panel, and it had actually rotted in this area, so we end up letting a piece in through here, welding it all up, and giving it a very light skim of filler and priming it. That's ready to paint now. All the panels are flatted down that are going to get painted. Due to the colour, well, I say all the panels, I've still got to flat the bonnet down. Due to the colour, it is going to have to be blended through the bonnet, corner of the bonnet. The scuttle, that's not too bad because most of it's hidden. But this front panel, to match the colour, so we're going to have to not paint the whole panel. So you'd have to put paint on the actual repair to start with, fade it out across the front panel, fade it out through the front wing, and then the front corner of the bonnet. And then the front panel bonnet wing will also be then fully lacquered. So will the scuttle and the rear lighting panel. So we've got the photographs of all the repairs that we did on it before it was all skimmed up, as you know, it's difficult for us to film during the week. So like always, we'll put the photographs at the end of the video. Then Ross has been getting on with the Blue 7. Well, first of all, at the beginning of part of the week, he was stripping a couple of TR7 engines for us, so we can reclaim the parts out of them. So we've got a stock of parts. We're going to refurbish them: crankshafts, pistons. Well, not the pistons, the conrods, camshaft. We've got camshafts on the shelf now. Cam buckets, all the shims, oil pumps, distributors, carburetors, manifolds. You know, so we're going to refurbish all the components so that we've got new, original, reconditioned components on the shelf ready to go. So he started off stripping the engines down, spent a few hours on them. He hasn't got them completely stripped yet, but yeah, he's not used to stripping engines, so it was a learning curve for him to start stripping engines. So then he's been on the Blue 7. So we've got it, it's pretty much prepped, the whole shell now. All the nooks and crannies are all keyed up. Engine bay is all keyed up, still needs cleaning. We've removed all the sealer from inside the boot on the seams, all round here, as it all cracked and gone funny. So we've got all that out. That can be resealed before it's going to have its colour change. I've repaired the rear quarter on it, where the slight bit of damage was through here. It wasn't rotten or anything, it just had a slight knock on the rear quarter. So I managed to knock most of it out from the inside and get the panel pretty much dead straight. So as I said, a very light skim of filler there. And then we've just got to skim the arches, get rid of the ripples in the arches, and a few little dings and dents on the other side. And this shell is then ready for priming. The engine bay is all keyed up as well, ready for priming. One or two little bits to sort of straighten out and make better, but it's very close. The next step on this is going to be prep the panels and finish the bits of filler work on this. Hopefully we can have this in primer by the end of next week. So we've also got to get the Albasto frame and fit it to the roof before we start going much further, because it's having a full length Albasto in it, as it's pretty much going to be a sister car to the Platinum one, but in a different colour. So other than that, they're pretty much going to be identical cars. So that's the 8s. We have got a update on the Red Stag. That's coming along really, really well now. One side is all complete. The seal's all back on it. Front wing's on. All the repairs done to the edge of the floor. Lower back wing has all been done. Underneath, all the outriggers have been done, as they were patched and, well, rotten. So, and on the other side, the front wing is ready to fit. That all lines up. And the front inner arch is on. but obviously the front wing can't go on until the sill's been changed. So the next step on that is for the sill to go on, then the front wing can go on. So that's come along really well. The gate's got absolutely lovely gaps on it, all the gaps up the side of the bonnet and across the front, all really nice now, which is what we wanted. So that's going to be a really nice car when that's finished. So again, we've got some photographs, we'll put that in the end of the video. But we would now go and look at the car that everyone's been trying to guess what it is. We did have some very close guesses. I don't think anyone did get it exactly right. The closest someone got to it was a Lotus Esprit Turbo. And no, it's not a Lotus Esprit Turbo, but it is a Series 1 Lotus Esprit. So we're going to have a look at it. And here we got the Series 1 Lotus Esprit. It is actually in exceptionally good condition. The body is absolutely fantastic on it. There's no stress cracking, which they do suffer with. It's really nice. Whether it's the original paint or it's been sorted, don't really know, because it is really nice. The interior is absolutely lovely. We'll have a look at that in a second as well. But what it's in for is it's been off the road for a number of years. I've been told it's been off the road around 3 years, but I have seen there's a parking permit in the windscreen, and that says 2019. So yeah, it could be a little bit longer than we think, but it doesn't matter. The brakes are a bit tight, and so we've got to go through that and sort the brakes out. We'll have to give the whole underneath a good thorough inspection. Probably some new tyres, as they're probably going to be a bit old, and as it's been off the road a minimum of 3 years, it will have to have a cam belt and do anything it needs doing to the engine. So depending on if it needs much else doing to the engine, we might have to be taking the engine out to do all the work. We don't know yet, but at the moment I'm not even going to turn the key, as the fuel will be old. The cam belt, I don't want to take a chance on it. If it jumps a tooth or snaps, then it's going to destroy the engine. So it's literally as it was when it arrived. So we've got to give it a good clean up and go through and give it a full inspection, check all the electrics, and write out a full list of everything that it needs to get back on the road. But if we look around it, if we have a quick look at the interior, so you'll also notice it's left-hand drive. And there's a reason for that. The owner has bought it as a left-hand drive because the plan is for it to go to Italy. So it makes sense having a left-hand drive. But the interior is very nice. Again, just needs a bit of a clean up, and that will look absolutely lovely. All the leather's in fairly good condition. So we'll have a look at the engine. If I lift this up, it does need new gas struts, as they won't hold the weight of this anymore. But here's the engine. So the airbox is off for some reason. I don't know why, but the airbox is off. But yeah, so it is in very nice condition. I've got a feeling there might be something missing from in here. I'll have to look at and do some research to see if it should have anything in here. But other than that, the car is in exceptionally good condition, and it's something I'm really looking forward to actually working on. So it's a nice car. Makes a difference from most of the other cars that we get in, where most of them are rusty and rotten and, you know, needing endless amounts of work. So, but that will clean up and look $1 million. But other than that, I think that's all we've got this week. Other than the repairs on the TR8, we didn't show them. There was holes in the rear panel. We've got photographs of them, and there's a little rust bit on the roof, which we've rubbed and given a little bit of treatment and primed. I think it was probably a stone chip that had got damp and gone rusty. So other than that, I think that's it this week. So please like and subscribe.